Welcome back, Year 5. Back for another series of the Firework-Maker's Daughter. We're on chapter 4 now, but before I start, just a quick recap as to what happened last time. So we know that Chulak managed to arrive at the village where the goddess of the lake lives. He's met Uncle Rambashi, who's sort of a really good idea, a business, but the problem is he's giving out free food. Um, but the most important part is during the ceremony of the full moon, Chulek manages to see the goddess of the lake, but can't get to her, as in like talk to her, request what he really wants, because the villagers seem very offended by the fact that he's being so rude to her. So and then they told her if he ever comes again, they'll kill him. So that's the problem of the story. We're going to carry on as to what Chulak is going to do, or maybe not Chulak, someone else. What's going to happen in order to overcome this problem. So, chapter 4. Over the noise of the shouts and the struggle, there came a sound like a mighty trumpet, and everyone fell still in fear. Chulak was frightened as well, though he knew what it was, for when Hamlet, the elephant, trumpeted, it meant he had nearly lost his temper. But before anyone could move, the goddess herself spoke. Her voice was soft and low, like the murmurs of the waves on the beach at night. What is the cause of all this commotion? Stop fighting at once. It is good of you to protect me from embarrassment, High Priest, but I should like to hear from this young man and to see his friend the elephant. Come down to the water, both of you. Ah, interesting. So the goddess herself is asking Chulak to come down. What do you think she's going to say to him? Is she going to be like the villagers and kind of like rebuke him? Is she going to say, how dare you come before me? Or is she, I don't know, is she going to help them out? Chulak looked at Hamlet and saw that the great beast was embarrassed as well. Hamlet stepped through the crowd, being very careful not to tread any toes, and knelt down next to Chulak on the sand. The slogan dabbed on him were very clear in the moonlight. The goddess read them and asked Hamlet to turn around and show his other side. Do you remember the elephant had all these sort of like writings on him? Eat at Rambashi's Jungle Grill. Chang loves lotus blossom. I thought I'd wash that one off, Chulak said. I think it's charming, said the goddess, but you mustn't do it any more. Your friend is too wise and noble to be written on. And if he could speak, I'm sure you'd realize that yourself. And she looked at Chulak in such a way that he knew exactly what she meant, and he felt ashamed. So it seems like the goddess seems to know the fact that the elephant can speak. However, she went on, I can see that your request is not a frivolous one. Tell me what you seek. The word frivolous. What do you think the word frivolous means? It's not a word that's used a lot, but what do you think it means? I can see that your request is not a frivolous one. We've got a friend, Chulak said eagerly, and she wants to be a firework maker, you see, and she's done all the apprenticeship, but she wants to get some royal sulfur from Razvani, the fire fiend, so as to qualify properly. So she's gone off by herself to Mount Merapi, only she didn't know about getting a flask of magic water for protection, and we don't want her to get hurt, so we've come to ask, please, as a great favor, if you can give us some, and then we'll chase after her and see if we can catch her up. So he's just told her what their plan is. The goddess nodded. Your friend has good friends, she said, but Mount Merapi is far away, and the journey is dangerous. You had better set off at once, and take great care. And as if she had known what they wanted all the time, she held out a small little gourd fastened with a silver clasp. Now, for those who don't know what a gourd is, Gourd, it is an old-fashioned sort water bottle that's usually made out of clay, and it's got two parts to it. So the bottom half is quite a fat round part, and it's connected to this smaller round part, which leads to where you would a small hole where you would sip. Chulak took it and bowed again, and the orchestra began to play, and the dancers to dance. And when people looked at the lake again, the goddess was gone, though no one had seen her vanish. So quite similar to how she appeared. So we've got this picture. That's Chulak, who's just received the gourd. As you can see, the gourd is quite a small object. Like I said, it's like a water bottle. Before they left, Chulak washed Hamlet clean in the lake. Some of the village children helped, but they didn't help for long, because soon there was something else for them to see. A great cloud of smoke and flames coming from the jungle grill. Uh-oh, that's Uncle Rambashi's place. Oh dear, said Chulak. There goes Uncle Rambashi's latest plan, Hamlet. I could tell that cook was having problems. I hope he's all right. They're all safe, and the children are enjoying the fire. Squeals of delight and excitement were coming from the crowd as the roof fell in the shower with a shower of sparks. Buckets of water were being passed from the lake, and Chulak could hear Rambashi saying, "What a spectacle! What a splendid sight! Do you know, my boys, that give me my best idea yet. All we have to do." "We haven't even had our meal," cried one of the waiters. What does this tell you about Rambashi? Because he seems to be quite a character who has loads of ideas, but is not very successful in his ideas. And his attitude towards these ideas don't seem to be very good either. What do you think? If you were to describe Rambashi as a person, would you want to meet him? Would you want to work for him? Or even better, would you want him to be your school teacher for 1 year? If so, why so? And if you don't think so, why not? "Time to go, Hamlet," said Chulak, and they set off along the lakeshore towards the mountains in the distance. Now I'm going to stop the story here because the next part is going to be about Lila and how she's doing in the jungle. But that has been halfway through chapter 4, and we'll find out next time exactly what happens to Lila. But we know at least Chulak has been very successful in getting the the water that Lila needs to make sure that she's protected from the fire. All right, see you next time.